Hello everyone, my name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. Do you like kitties? I like kitties. So before I start this review, hit the like button because you like kitties. Hey everybody, this is it. This is the last one. This is the end of Van Halen. The last Van Halen review I will probably ever do. Unless I do a review for Right Here, Right Now, eventually some way down along the line. I covered my reasons why I didn't review it in my last review for Van Halen, where I talked about their Best of Volume 1, Best of Both Worlds, and Right Here, Right Now. Okay, so, the last album Van Halen recorded. Recorded with David Lee Roth on the vocals, but Michael Anthony was not on the bass. At this point, Michael Anthony was gone from the band, and I believe the bass on this album, I'm checking right now, kind of got some cool artwork as I'm going through here, looking for details. Yeah, so I believe, at least according to what I can see in here, the bass on this album is officially credited to Eddie's son Wolfgang, which put 3 Van Halens on this album. So really can't say it's not a Van Halen album, now can I? No, I cannot. I really don't like this book. Once you unfold it once, it doesn't fold back up very well. So, moving on. You can definitely tell that it's not Michael Anthony on the bass. There are certain parts of it that do sound definitely different. Okay, let's get into the music. The album opens up with Tattoo. A really good Van Halen song. Really good Van Halen song. Really digging this one. It almost feels like it was originally, musically, it was originally written for Sammy. And it does totally work as a Roth song. Alright, so when Van Halen, there was a couple times before Eddie's passing, before this album was recorded, where there were talks about Van Halen going out on tour with 2, if not 3, of Van Halen's vocalists. And part of me really wishes David Lee Roth could have gotten over his own ego, and the reason I say that is to have both vocalists on this album, to have Sammy and Dave both on this album, would have been fantastic. I mean, absolutely killer. And this is one of the songs where it really sounds like they should both be there, and they're not. And there are definitely parts in this song where, there's a couple songs in here where it sounds like David, through the mixing and production and stuff like that, that they're really trying to make it sound like Sammy is actually in fact there. That goes on to She's the Woman. This one's got a real kind of old school kind of vibe. Feels like it could have been off the first album. There's a few tracks on here that feel like they should have been off the first album. You and Your Blues. This one's another one that sounds musically more like it was meant more for Sammy than it was for Dave. And I think Sammy would have done it better. Chinatown this one feels like it's right in the pocket with the early stuff. Women and Children First or Fair Warning. One of those 2 albums. Kind of feels like it belongs in there somewhere. It kind of has the heaviness of Fair Warning, but the production and sound of Women and Children First. Then you're getting into Blood and Fire, and this one has this like big time 1984-ish sound. Great energy. Love singing along with the chorus on this one. This is one of Tattoo. Really enjoy. This is the next song after Tattoo I really enjoy. Bullethead basically sounds like it should be off the first album. Think Atomic Punk, but without the atomic. As is. Starts off a little bit different from Van Halen. Really kind of thick and heavy-ish. A little bit of what you might have expected from Sharon era, the number 3 kind of stuff. And then right away goes into your standard blazing Van Halen, David Lee Roth style music. Next up is Honey Baby Sweetie Doll. This one's totally different for David and Van Halen when they're together. Once again, has a few elements. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Van Halen 3. The better parts of elements, like the production and the sound. This is a really good tune. I actually really get into this one. Yeah. The Trouble with Never. Okay. This is classic David Lee Roth being a used car salesman. I mean, I really enjoy this song. It's got some great funky elements to it. Real kind of upbeat kind of vibe. Totally 100% reeks. Absolutely reeks of used car salesman. And there's this kind of cool part in the middle where David's doing David, but it really kind of starts to sound like it's Sammy in there a little bit, just kind of in the chorus towards the end a little bit there. Just with when he's going on doing, that's the trouble with never, just when he starts going to the higher register, it really does. It's kind of cool. Out of Space is a decent album track. That's followed up by Stay Frosty, which to me is basically Ice Cream Man. Except for the 2012 version of Ice Cream Man. Fun and very singable, but, I'm not a fan of Ice Cream Man. This one I actually enjoy more than Ice Cream Man. It's that singability on it, that Stay Frosty, Stay Frosty. All right, next track up is Big River. I honestly thought he was singing Big Tipper. Until I actually took the time to read it. So yeah, that was fun. Decent tune, singable. You might sing the wrong thing, but singable. And then the album finishes out with Beats Working. And it closes out the album nicely. It's kind of close to the right type of track you want at the end of the album, but it's not really memorable to me. It's not like I'm not listening to the album. I don't even think about it. But yeah, those are my thoughts and my opinions. I'll be honest with you. After this album and listening to this album, there is a huge part of me that really wishes there had been another album again. Because this was a really good album, and I really think they could have done some more. Should have done some more. Sadly, that's never going to happen. Well, what are you going to do, right? All right, folks, this is the part where I tell you, let me know what you think down in the comments section. What songs did you like off this album? What do you think I might be downplaying or ignoring? That's what the comment section is for. And you know how this part of the drill goes. There is a link down below that goes to Patreon, the like button, the subscribe button, the little bell for notifications. Follow button, join button if you are on Rumble. Locals, peace, love, take care.